I'm just tired as fuck. How do I stop this? I don't know. I don't know how I would stop this.
Infinite player heads.
So I'm kind of trying to switch to a new phone, but I've been like putting that off for a few days now, for like
Twitch chat test.
more than a few weeks. Yeah. So I don't know. Well, I had another pizza today, so that's good. I am very exhausted though. Like, I'm so fucking tired. Hey, hello Aku and Imp. Yay, pizza. Yeah, I had another pizza today.
Pizza.
Because yesterday I went to my brother's birthday party. But since there were like a lot of people, we ordered like 2 pizza, but there were just like too many people, so I couldn't even eat that many slices. So that's why today I just bought pizzas myself. I just bought some pizzas independently so that I can just like eat more. Imp, yeah, 2 pizza are not enough. That's the thing. But they are like kids. They are kids. So like we also did not want to order too much. And also like these kids, they weren't even able to eat that much. So it was right to not order so much, but yeah. It's like wow. I thought I would be able to eat a lot more slices.
8/10 dinner.
But yeah, it kind of sucks to not be able to like eat your fill, even though you are the organizer. Like, come on. We're literally organizing the event and we're gonna eat as much. Yeah.
Who TF names a dish Sloppy Joe?
Sloppy Joe. Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like, what seasoning do you put in Sloppy Joe? Like,
Imp Americans.
Like every time I watch like a Sloppy Joe video, they put some like Sloppy Joe seasonings, and I don't get what they're putting. I don't get what they're putting in. Because like as far as I can tell, it's just like macaroni and cheese, but they put like meat. Right, but they put some like seasonings, and now suddenly it's good.
I just cooked some meat.
Like what seasoning do you put? You put some sauce, but what sauce do you use? I don't know about like these white people sauces. Like pasta sauce? Manwich is the brand name. All right.
Manwich is the brand name.
I will look for it. And also another thing I don't like is like they use taco seasonings, but I would never have taco seasonings. I've never used taco seasonings, so it's just like, what the fuck? Who the fuck uses that? And also, I don't like when they just put the pan in the oven at the end. Like, I don't get it.
What is in the seasoning?
What is in the seasoning? Yeah, how do you... Manwich.
A map
Oh,
with a link
this
to it.
thing. Sloppy Joe sauce.
Fuck.
Oh, doesn't work. Oh, Manwich Sloppy
Doesn't
Joe
work.
sauce. Okay. Well, I will go for it. I will go for it then. Like, if this
And I
is
was too
actually
slow.
good. Yeah. I will try it out. Yeah, you were too slow. Too slow for school. So the things that my mom found a tick at home. And like the only possible sources of tick is my brother. Because he's like in elementary school. So like they just keep sitting on grass. They keep sitting on the ground. Every time they go outside,
All you do is cook 1 pound
the
of
prof
meat
just tell them to
flat
like
on 1
sit on the
Swiss
ground
pancake.
or sit in the
Easy
grass.
and simple dinner.
So no wonder my brother is getting all these bites on his skin. Because like he's just bringing in all the ticks. And it wouldn't even be a problem. Because like right now it's like winter, so all the bugs are kind of dormant. But the problem is that like about like a week ago, it was very warm, so the snow started melting, and so all the bugs became active. And that's when he got the bite. But yeah, today my mom found a tick. So that means like it's probably caused by some bugs, like his bites, which is very worrying because I've never seen a single tick before, like literally never. And now suddenly like he's getting these unspecified tick bugs. Yeah, and they like ticks are fucking terrifying. Apparently, if you don't remove it well, if you don't properly remove ticks, like you need to... Yeah, so like if you just grab it, if you just grab the tick while it's in, then the head is gonna break. But I don't know if they die. I don't know if they die once you break their head, but yeah. So you can't even really remove them unless you have a tweezer. Or you have to remove it very slowly. Aku, you cook 1 pound of meat and you just pour the sauce. Well, that's straightforward. I will try it out. But yeah, ticks are like the worst thing ever. They also look creepy as fuck. They're like 8-legged. They're kind of like spiders, but if spiders are actually bad. They should have like Tick Man as the villain to like Spider-Man. But it's like they carry some pretty deadly diseases, like the Lyme disease. But as far as I can tell, my brother doesn't have that kind of bites. So the doctor said it's some sort of bite, but didn't say like which bug it actually is. So it's just some unspecified bug. But he said it's probably some flying bug or like some like underwater bug that likes to hang out in like the sewers. Which makes sense because they were like at school and cleaning the water. They were cleaning the water because like the snow melted, so like they were just like cleaning up all the water that melted from the school. So like I think that's when they got kind of infected because like they were just in water. So yeah, these underwater bugs, these like sewer bugs, probably like just got into his clothes. And since he doesn't take showers, that's another problem. Like I shower every day, sometimes twice a day. But like my brother doesn't like to shower, so like that's the problem. Like on the day he got all his clothes wet from cleaning all that melted snow water at school, he just didn't shower afterward. And what's worse is that he didn't even change clothes afterward. He just like kept wearing the same clothes afterward. So I think what happened is that the bugs are just in his clothes, and yeah, afterward it's just kind of over. If he keeps wearing the same clothes, it just bit him. But that's kind of scary though, you know. That's very, very scary. First of all, it looks scary. It looks like a spider. 8 legs. It also moves very weird, and yeah, just overall not a great bug. I wish they could disappear. But also it's not the same as fleas. So ticks seems to be better than fleas, since like fleas are just everywhere. But ticks don't spread very quickly. But yeah, that's just like so fucking bad. Yeah, something else is that I saw the psychologist today. I had a paid session with a psychologist today, and I'm thinking that it was very good. She's like the best psychologist I've had so far. She brought up many ideas that I haven't considered before. Actually, like she just says that a lot of my problems are from the childhood, which I agree. Which like is kind of a fact. Like, from all these like videos I've seen online, it seems to me like childhood is like, if you have any mental problems, that is not a result of just brain circuit being wrong. If your brain circuit is like wrong, then that's kind of beyond saving. But if your brain is kind of healthy and you still have these problems, then it's because of your childhood. Like sure, these problems could be caused during adulthood, but it's much less likely because as adults you have a lot of like mental defense. So yeah, if you have any mental problem, it's caused by a bad childhood. And yeah, she is a like a big like, yeah, that psychoanalyst. He does like psychotherapist. She is like a big subscriber of that. She also just says that it's my behaviors are caused by childhood stuff, and honestly, I'm tired as fuck from talking to her today. Like every time I talk about my emotions, I'm just so fucking tired afterward. But I'm also tired because I went to school today. Every time I go to school, I just can't do anything afterward. So it drains me. Sucks me dry. I just can't do more than 2 things a day. Can't do more than 2 or 3 things a day. That's too much. Yeah. Actually, drinking something that will make anyone
I am drawing something
want to
that will
drink
make anyone want to
coffee.
drink coffee.
You are drawing something that will make anyone want to drink coffee. Donut. Oh, speaking of donut, so Dr. Donut is a Minecraft YouTuber. Dr. Donut is simping for this top Minecraft player called Marlo. But it recently came out that this top player, Marlo, is actually a man. Is actually a cheater. That's when the whole controversy started. That she's actually a cheater called Proto Mario. That's like her previous name in the community. Proto Mario, who's like a notorious cheater. But not only that, Proto Mario is actually a guy. So Marlo is just Proto Mario, which is a guy. And what's worse is that she did like a face cam video. She did like a hand cam video. And on that one, Proto Mario put on a wig and had like a voice changer. So that's just funny, but like a lot of people fell for it. A lot of people fell for it, including Dr. Donut. Like Dr. Donut is like Marlo's biggest simp. And now it turns out like Marlo is actually this hacker called Proto Mario. And he just fooled everyone. Yeah, Imp, that's based. He kind of deserves it for being such a simp. My only regret is that Dr. Donut did not donate $4,000 for a super chat to Marlo's stream. Because that's kind of what he deserves. But he did not get that. Although Dr. Donut did give a bunch of free exposure to Marlo and just keeps simping for her. So yeah, I guess that's not bad.
Most handsome streamer.
Hello Lanka, welcome. Yeah, thank you. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. But yeah, it's like it's like he kind of gets it coming for simping. But I'm also thinking because I recorded my therapy session, right? I recorded it and I used AI to get a transcript of the therapy session. Like I'm talking about a bunch of topics that I already talked about with you. Tex, Minecraft cheater, who pretended to be a girl to get a bunch of sims to defend him, but turns out he's a guy. And there's a pretty big Minecraft YouTuber called Dr. Donut who defended him thinking he's a girl, but turns out he's a guy, and who's like a notorious cheater. So yeah, that's pretty based.
Smart Jinx LUL.
But yeah, I just never trusted this Dr. Donut guy. He just looks weird. He looks like some grifter. And yeah, he turned out to be a grifter. But I feel like he didn't really get what he deserves. Something I was thinking about last night is going to like a restaurant's page to write a very bad review. Actually, I'm too tired to talk about these things. I'm so fucking tired from the therapy session. It's just like so fucking exhausting to talk about these things. Yeah, I'm mentally tired. The only thing I kind of worry about is like the price of keycaps increasing because of the Iranian war going on, and like the price of shipping is gonna increase by a lot. So I'm scared that my mechanical keyboard keycaps are gonna get more and more expensive, which will prevent me from getting them. Yeah. I do want to like make my mechanical keyboard look better, honestly, but yeah, like a World War reality, that is true. Like I don't even really care about people dying because it's like Americans and Israelis and like Iranians. Like it doesn't really have anything to do with me, so I don't really care. But when the price of everything increases, that's kind of bad. Well, what would be the worst is if they have some kind of draft, mandatory draft for everyone. But that's also like in the US. If this happens in Canada, I cannot imagine the. But yeah, I don't think drafts is like possible. If they like just force everyone to like go to to join the army, it's like, no way. That just makes no sense. I will not fight. No way. Hello, Nigiri.
You'll help us, right? Right.
You were gonna play the autism card. What? Like I did that here. Yeah, I know like Russia has like mandatory draft.
Ain't gonna fight.
Yeah, for men. Yeah, that's crazy though.
Yay for men.
You claim Mexican citizenship. Lol.
I'll claim Mexican citizenship.
But like Langa, how does that work with all the feminism going on? Like how are the men still fighting even though like there's like crazy feminism going on?
Out of country or in the villages.
They were running out of country or in the villages. Oh. Well, I would just not fight. What? Feminism is illegal? Really? Like it's just completely illegal. What? Kill, you would claim insanity, yeah.
Jinx low, jinx low.
I would just like claim a bunch of things.
And a bunch of other things.
And a bunch of other things. Wow. Well, I hope this thing doesn't happen in like Canada. They're planning to make abortion illegal. Well, yeah, Russia
also
is
planning
like
to make
going to
aborts
total
illegal.
war. Hey, hello, King. I forgot if I said hi or not. That's how tired I am. But wow, that's kind of crazy in Russia right now. Breeding should be mandatory, but maybe breeding should not be mandatory.
Breeding should be
Maybe
mandatory.
they should just make breeding illegal and have everyone die out in like 2 generations. I could, yeah, but please just make the US make draft, just enable drafting in the US, please.
Breed me mandatory if I get to choose with who.
Because there are all these bad comments on Twitter, and every time I see someone with an American flag in their name or in their bio, or it's like First Amendment or Second Amendment in their description, or like freedom fighter, if it's that kind of profile, you just know they have the worst takes ever. So I would be glad if these people get drafted. Yeah. Please just enable mandatory draft for these people. You know, these people would keep talking about how they want guns. Well, they just give them guns and like send them to like Iran to like get bombed by some goats. Lanka, breed you mandatory.
Have you
Yeah.
tried seeing if those are
I would
actually
choose
American?
some
Some might be saying they are for attention.
I would choose some rich woman to breed with, so that I don't have to work. I need rich woman, please. Yeah, some might say they are
Wrong
for
choice.
attention. That is true. What if they're from like some very weird countries? Imp, wrong choice. What? Like your option for breeding are taken by rich women. Yeah.
Damn, so my options for breeding are taken by rich women.
That's sad, but that is true. Because like with the state of the world right now, I'm not even sure how is anyone supposed to,
Rich women will only marry rich men.
like how the fuck is anyone supposed to get a job? Because everything is taken by AI.
That is how they make their money.
So like the AI companies are making all the money, but like once AI replaces every job, how is anyone supposed to buy anything? Right. I just don't get it. I could marry someone rich, divorce,
They marry
take half the
someone
money.
rich, divorce them, and take half
Lol.
all their money.
But yeah, that means I just have to like I don't know, but just someone relatively relatively wealthy.
Or flipping burgers.
Like poverty is just so miserable. No one wants poverty. Poverty is the worst thing ever. So yeah. Imp flipping burgers or delivery food. That's what I'm thinking. It's like all the high paying jobs are too expensive. So like they're gonna find a way to automate these expensive jobs. But if a job is very cheap, then they are not really gonna have an incentive to automate them. Right, because it's so fucking cheap. It would cost more to automate them than to just like pay someone to do it. And so as such, all the worst jobs are just not gonna be automated, but all the good jobs are gonna be automated. So you basically have like some kind of dystopian nightmare where it's like all the best jobs are automated, but the humans are just doing the worst kind of jobs. The worst, most dangerous jobs are done by humans. Marry a rich man to be a rich woman. Yeah, you can take me as a side boy. If you're rich, if you have 10 million in assets, I will gladly do that. Everything should be automated. Everything should. It makes no sense for things to not be automated. But they are not gonna want to do it because their goal is to maximize human misery. So like they actually don't want to do that. They want to maximize misery. So they will not actually try to automate the bad jobs. They will just make sure that all the bad jobs are done by humans. No way.
True Jinx LUL.
Yeah. But also it would be pretty fire if therapists are replaced by AI. You know, like I would be glad if that was to happen. Because therapy is so fucking expensive. I paid like $180 for today's therapy session, and that's expensive as fuck. What the fuck? $180. Oh my god. Yeah. So, but she told me some pretty insightful information, but what I'm kind of scared is that it's gonna have diminishing return as time goes on. Like maybe this first session, the first few sessions are gonna be pretty fruitful, but the more I go, the less return I'm gonna get. Oh my god. It pains me to think about it. Yeah. Well, I bought a pizza today, so that's good. But also that pizza was so fucking expensive. It's like $18. Like, what the fuck? And that is with a coupon. So I used like the 7 topping coupon. You can have a large pizza with 7 toppings on it for $15. But since there are taxes, it comes out to like $18 afterward. And yeah, that's with the Domino coupon. If I didn't use a coupon, it will be even more expensive. So it's like, in what world is this acceptable? Yeah. Lanka, give me some practice. Yeah, but I also asked her how she's gonna solve my problems. And she just said she's not gonna solve my problems. And she said, I'm gonna have to solve my problems. And she's just guiding me. Which is kind of true, but that kind of sucks. That kind of sucks, not gonna lie. Based, yeah.
Well based.
But I am kind of expecting her to solve my problems, but she just can't. I mean, it's kind of like when you ask just random psychologists how many people have they cured, and they're just like, no one. They're just like, they haven't cured anyone. It's also that you don't really cure anyone, you just make it better. But I don't know what's really gonna happen to me. What's gonna happen at the end?
Rainco 3 Fallen.
Well, hopefully I'm gonna become a better human at the end of this, and I'm just gonna be yeah, I'm just gonna no longer be miserable all day. And that would be great. But yeah, I have another meeting with the other psychologist tomorrow. And I actually have pretty high hope for the next psychologist. Even though he got back to me like 3 months later, after I first messaged him. Like, I messaged him back in December, but he only replied to me like yesterday, 2 days ago. So that's like 3 months. So if he didn't message me like 2 days ago, I would have gone with my current psychologist, with like this woman I met today. I just had a meeting with today. I would have gone with her, but since he messaged me, I thought I would give him a try. So I have a free session scheduled tomorrow with him. And why I decided to give him a chance is because like he actually has, his resume seems pretty impressive. So like right now he is like a psychologist in the military. He has like a contract in the military. And like in the past, he also did other like psychology stuff. Consultant in the military and the government. And he has been like doing like practices for like 35 years. And he just looks old. He looks old as fuck. He looks like 50 or 60 years old. Not 60 actually. Maybe 50 something. Yeah, he's pretty old and very experienced. And he also just worked in the government and the military as like a psychotherapist. So yeah, Lanka, he looks pretty good, but he looks old.
I thought he looks
like he is pretty old. So it's kind of like Lanka, is he? Well, he's got to be at least 50, honestly. But yeah, that's like the
I didn't know
But yeah, I feel like he should be pretty good, so I will give him a try. And if he's good, I'm actually gonna choose him instead of the woman today. But yeah, I'm glad I tried. I'm glad I tried multiple options because I think like the woman today is actually the best one I've had so far. So yeah. Yeah, Lanka, let me check his LinkedIn profile. Hold on. Yeah, he is kind of old. Like, at least 50. Hold on. He went... So he went to university. From 1997 to 2000. So like if he's like 20 years old when he went to university, then he's like 40 something today.
The LinkedIn link I sent you with some dentist raincoat 3 cute.
Yeah, like I saw it. I was having trouble finding the real one, but yeah, I guess he's like 40, 50 years old. So I guess I trust him. But I have some doubts about him because he seems really busy. So since he seems busy, like he won't have a lot of time for me. And also, yeah, I'm not sure why he's so cheap. Because like the previous psychologist who worked in the UN, he was charging 200, and yeah, that the other woman was also charging 200. The psychologist I saw today, she's charging 180. But she's only charging 180 because she is like a qualifying psychotherapist. She's not a full-time yet. So I bet if she's full-time, she would be charging 200 as well. But then this guy with like more than 35 years of experience and who has worked in all these other stuff, he's only charging 160. Like, I'm kind of wondering why. Although I prefer the cheaper prices, of course. Like, I think that's better. But I'm just wondering, like, why? Why does he do that? Yeah, Lanka, probably just go with the one I feel the safest with. But yeah, I kind of just have kind of a bad vibe with him. And I think this bad vibe with him is caused by just him kind of ignoring me for 3 months. So I just thought I got abandoned by him. But then when I told him about it, he just said he didn't reach out to me when he got back to Canada. Like, because before that, he was teaching abroad. He's like teaching in the UK and Asia. So this gets me kind of concerned because like, what if he goes out teaching again? Like, he just doesn't have a lot of time. What if he just like goes teaching again and just like leaves me for like a few months? And another thing that's also kind of concerning is, yeah, he says he's working in the military and the government.
I don't think he'd abandon current
So,
clients 7.
what if he has just more priorities in these other things, right? I mean, who knows without this Middle East shit going on, what's gonna happen? But yeah, I don't think that's a big deal. But yeah, just kind of wondering about this. Maybe I will ask him more about all of this tomorrow. Like, I don't think he will abandon his current clients. Yeah, like that's what he told me as well. He told me he has never gone like more than 2 weeks of absence for his current clients. And he's messaging me because he didn't have spots before, and now, since his contract with the military is coming to an end, he has more spots. So that's why he's finally getting back to me. But I don't know. I guess I don't have too good of an impression of him because of that. But also, he's like the cheapest of all these options. And I feel like he's also the one with the most experience. So, if in my talk with him tomorrow, he actually is pretty good, then I will go with him. But if he doesn't feel safe, then I will just stay with the psychologist I'm seeing today. Yeah. So I will just need to draw the accessories, and it's done. But yeah, I feel like he has so much experience. Like that's kind of crazy, how much experience he has. Yeah, better experience doesn't mean better. That is true.
Bigger experience
That's very true.
doesn't always mean better. Unfortunately, gold PLZ.
I will have to see his approach though. I think I can evaluate him based on the psychologist I'm seeing today. Because the psychologist I'm seeing today, she's very focused on childhood. Like after I talked to her about my problems, like she just like said like a lot of it is from, she just thinks it's just caused by my childhood. And she's also talking about like these subconscious drives, like why I'm always drawn to negativity, because like all these negative messages are kind of just my drive. Which makes sense because like psychotherapy is based on like the Freud thinking, and like Freud is just talking about all sorts of like drives. So subconscious and like all this stuff. So that makes sense. Although I'm kind of concerned that she's not really proposing a solution. Like she's just saying that I will have to solve the problems myself. So what's that? She can't even solve my problems. I mean, even if I know about all of my problems, even if I completely understand everything about my childhood. It's like, how is that really gonna help me like stop my current behaviors, right? But the psychologist I'm gonna be seeing tomorrow, I feel like he's gonna have more ways to help with that, since he has like hypnotherapy and like EMDR and all these stuff, which I assume would be more helpful, because with her today, with that psychologist today, she is just like the only thing she can do is talk. So but he actually does hypnotherapy and EMDR and the other stuff. So I feel like he can actually change my behavior. Lanka, she can. Don't think she can suggest solutions on the first session. Yeah, that is true. But I also looked at her page, and she doesn't have any like EMDR related. She doesn't have anything EMDR related, but the one I'm seeing tomorrow, he actually has like training about this. So, well, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna have to see. Well, I've already given her one session, and I'm gonna give like the guy tomorrow one paid session as well, and I think afterward I can just choose one and just know which one to go for. Yeah, that's my plan, because it's very expensive. That's like, it's like 180 for the woman and 160 for the one tomorrow. Well, tomorrow is a free session. And also, like, I feel like he is more free-spirited. Like, he sends me multiple emails at once. Like, every time he sends me an email, afterward he sends like a follow-up email. And then he sends me another one. It's like every time he feels like he has something more to say, he just like sends me another email without problem. And I think I actually prefer that. I prefer when people are less formal, are not as formal. Yeah. Like, you would be annoyed. Yeah. Well, I think it's fine. As long as he's not like narcissist, he doesn't have like some kind of narcissistic personality or like a manipulative. I don't like, if he's like manipulative, then I would nope out. I'm gonna nope out as soon as possible. But actually, I'm thinking he's teaching. Like, he said he's teaching. So could I find him on like Rate My Professors? Like, maybe I can just like look him up online and see how his students rate him. Yeah, like, that's the good thing about people who are I guess more famous. Like, you have more reviews about him. Well, I looked up, because like with the woman, since that woman is not really famous, like, she's just like a qualifying psychotherapist under someone else's supervision. When I look up her name, I can't even find her. That's just like how little she's known for. But like this guy, when I look up his name, like, there's just like so many websites with his name. So yeah, what I can do is to actually just look up all the reviews about him so I can get a better idea of what he's like. So I found a website that has 2 reviews of him. So one review is like 1 star. And like, no, actually not 1 star, 2 star, I believe. And that's like, and that review is like saying he's like the worst psychologist ever. Like that comment is like, if you look up all the signs of a bad psychologist, Google signs of a bad therapist, and no joke, Richard. Yeah, I would just call him Richard. Google signs of a bad therapist, and no joke, Richard will check off every last sign. He was constantly canceling and rescheduling appointments with me. His EMDR sessions with me didn't help at all, and worst of all, he would go MIA in the middle of hypnotherapy sessions, leaving you in a lurch. Then, as ultimate form of gaslighting, if you get upset about it, he would flip it around on you as if this is your problem. I was happy to stop seeing him and found better, more professional and qualified therapists after him. But on the other hand, he also has 2 5-star reviews. But this is 1 bad review, and there's only like 3 reviews in total. But I don't think this is necessarily a sign that he's bad, because often if someone has a good service with someone, they would not be leaving reviews. Like when you have a good service, you would just not really leave reviews unless you're the type of who like to leave reviews. But only when you have a bad experience would you start leaving reviews. So just because it has 1 bad review doesn't really mean anything. Especially since it has 2 other good reviews, and I know for a fact that people are less likely to leave good reviews if they have a good experience as opposed to leaving bad reviews when they have a bad experience. Yeah, speaking of reviews, I want to leave a very, very bad review on a restaurant I went visiting when I was 13. Because like back then that restaurant was fucking empty, so I felt bad for them, so I went in to like eat there. But then surprise, that restaurant is so fucking bad. The service is dog shit. The food is like so bad. Just everything about it is bad. So like afterward, I didn't want to leave a tip. But then, like the guy at the counter kind of just like coerced me into giving tip, which I don't think he deserved. But since he knew I was a pushover, he just like coerced me into giving tip, even though I didn't want to. And that makes me so fucking mad. So I'm thinking of just leaving the worst fucking review for that restaurant. Like, especially since I only went there because I saw there's no one inside, so I felt bad for them. But now you know to just never feel bad for people, and to actually only go to restaurants when you actually want to go, because like that's just like the worst thing ever. Like it wouldn't be as bad if I actually wanted to go there and I got a bad experience. This is only bad. This is the worst because I didn't even want to go there. I just went there because I felt bad that they have no one. Well, now I know why no one wants to go there, because it's dog shit. Like, you would be careful with him after such a review. Yeah, honestly, that's why I also feel kind of uneasy about him. So yeah, like last night I couldn't sleep and I was just so mad thinking about this. So I was just thinking of like waking up and just like write the worst review ever on like Google review. And especially since I'm a local guide, what I say is gonna have more credibility. Like even though it's been like 10 years, because I went there when I was 13. Yeah, why did I let people treat me that way? Never again. But it's like
Maybe he's so nice, so he can.
Yeah, it's been 10 years.
knows
So what
he
if
thinks us.
they already went like bankrupt and they already changed the owner? Like imagine if that happens and they just leave the worst review ever. That would be funny. Oh well, it's their bad luck. Just write this review. Yeah,
Just
I'm gonna
write
write
this
it.
review.
Fuck them. I'm gonna write the worst review ever for every bad restaurant I've been to. Fuck them for pissing me off. And also, like, yeah, I think me back then would not have written this review because I would have felt bad for them. But no more. What, Lanka? There's like a video of him talking about it.
Koi grew up so much, yay.
Well, I'm gonna look up. But yeah, he has like hypnotherapy thing. And
Yay,
all
I
this
sent you a
stuff.
Fiji.
Oh yeah, Lanka, I found the video. I found the video about it. I'm kind of interested in seeing him talk. Oh well, there's
I
only
have done
one
this
video
many
about
times.
him.
Drawing my hand hurt.
But I guess that's still better than most psychotherapists who just have no video.
Time to post it.
Oh, nice. Good job, Aku. Well done.
Wait.
But wow. Yeah, like I'm kind of interested in your thoughts about it. Yeah, maybe I will
If it is
record.
SFW enough for
I'm gonna
Joe Dry.
record tomorrow's session with him. And yeah, I'm gonna share it with you afterward. Maybe we can figure out if he's actually good. Because yeah, I'm also kind of scared. I'm also scared about gaslighting. What if he's like a professional gaslighter? Especially in today, the cheapest gas we can get is gaslighting. Yeah, like with him being so kind, I would be especially vulnerable to his gaslighting. I mean, like, I won't
wanted to
share.
see.
I don't
Didn't
want to
want to
share
ask
the.
long. That'd be kinda overstepping.
I don't really want to share like the actual video with his face, but I can share the recording. Maybe not the recording, just like the transcript, like today, with all the like an AI summary of the transcripts. Because actually, yeah, I would be kind of concerned about sharing recordings. I feel like that is a little bit too much. But I see no problem sharing like summaries of this, like sharing transcripts.
Recording would be nice.
Well, I will
Jinx,
keep you
LUL.
updated.
But transcript is good too long.
Because the problem with all of these stuff is that they often just tell you that you cannot record. Like you are not allowed to record, even though I paid for it. Why am I not allowed to record you? But also, but yeah, I just record. But also, I hope no one finds the videos of me talking about this. Nah, no way. No one would ever know. Like he wouldn't be able to find this channel. There's no way. He would be curious to listen. Yeah.
I'd be curious to listen uwu.
Maybe I can clip out some parts of it. But yeah, I think that's fine.
Happy.
Yeah, I can clip out some parts of the psychotherapist today as well. Just to give an idea about how she talks. But yeah, $180. That's expensive. I need a rich woman in my life who would be able to pay for my therapy cost. All right. I'm gonna become rich IT boy myself. No, it's cooked.
Gotta become rich IT boy.
AI
yourself.
is just gonna replace all the IT stuff. But yeah, this one doesn't look too bad. I'm just gonna draw the hearts. Red hearts.
Only juniors TBH.
But maybe I will draw them next time as well. Yeah, we'll do that next time. I think there is more time next time.
Gold PLC
Yeah,
hearts.
hearts for you. Like only juniors. Yeah, all the juniors are just getting fucked so badly. Yeah, bye bye. Summon a hollow.
Boo bye you.
Yeah,
Can I go summon a hog?
hearts for you. Goodbye. Alright, see ya.
Three, 3, 3, 3.